June. It's actually summer solstice day, and I'm back on the A303. I managed to avoid Stonehenge because that would have been an absolute nightmare around there. Going to be very busy tonight and tomorrow. So I'm on the 303. I'm not going to Scorching Farm this time. I'm going to Todber Manor, and I've got 3 nights ahead of me on Willowbank Lake. So hopefully we've got a chance of a fish or two. And outside the car it is absolutely scorcho. I've got the aircon on full blast because it's absolutely boiling outside. I'm not sure what the weather forecast is. I looked earlier in the week and I think there might be a few showers coming our way, but I will have a look at the weather forecast either while I'm setting up or once set up. But I'm looking forward to this. Last session at Scorching Farm, well, if you watch the video you'll see it was a fairly successful trip. So yeah, I don't think we're going to come anywhere near that result, but if we get a 20 plus, well, a couple of 20 pluses, I'll be more than happy. So let's see what happens. I'm not sure if Big Red's been out lately. I'll ask the guys in the shop when I get there, but there's a big koi, big orange koi in there, known as Big Red. It's a target fish for a lot of people, so maybe, as I can't beat me PB, let's see if we can winkle that one out. That'd be amazing if that happened. So anyway, watch this space. I'll catch up with you when I get there, and hopefully not too long. Okay, so I've just been to the shop because I was booked on from tomorrow morning, but I've actually asked them if I could get a ticket for tonight, and that's all good. Bought a couple of other bits, and in fact we'll get down and we'll see what swims are available. So just on the way down there now, and yeah, catch you in a bit. But also a bit of exciting news, well, for me it was. I've got a new bit of tackle to share with you, and I came by it in a very lucky way. More of that later. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Afternoon guys. Well, I'm at the lake, and when I got here it seemed like there's no one here. Everyone is down that end of the lake, far end. I've gone in number 1, which is the end swim. If you watch my channel, you probably know it's one of my favourite swims on here, but also it makes sense to get as far away from the 3 guys at the other end and give everyone a better chance, you know, not fishing on top of each other. But what I've done, I've literally got everything out of the car. It's all just laying down here, and I'm not set up yet. The rod's still in the bag. First thing I've done is walk round near to where the pellet feeder is, and I've catapulted some dog biscuits in because it's so warm. I thought I'd see if I get any attention. Obviously, as soon as I put it out, ducks, geese, everything came over, but there has been at least 1 carp really going for it. So I can't work out which one or 2 because I'm trying to get set up, but keeping an eye on the water, and every now and again I can see these big lips come up. Looks like a nice fish actually, but yeah, big mouth comes up, taking some of the floaters. So I'm gonna possibly get the spod set up and spot a few more out, more floaters, and see if I can get them really going or not, and just try and feed off the birds. But yeah, that's a game plan. But yeah, I'm going to keep setting up, keep getting some floaters out there, see if I can get any more activity. It's not worth casting out yet. I mean, it's literally just the odd one coming up, but if they start pac-manning, then I've got my floater rod with me and I will get that out. But yeah, let's just carry on setting up, carry on putting some bait out, and I'll let you know as and when anything happens. Evening guys. The floaters didn't work. The fish soon disappeared that were there. They didn't really take off taking them. So I put the rods out on the bottom, all set up, and yeah, we're fishing. However, I haven't put the bivvy up or anything yet, so got to do that. And then tonight I'm going to have a pizza, so I've got my cob with me, so I'm going to cook a pizza and have that on the bank with a nice cider. But yeah, it's a lovely evening, and fingers crossed one of the alarms starts screaming off. Anyway, see you in a bit. Watch guys, just coming up for 8 o'clock. Nothing happening on the rods, a few little knocks and twitches. I've seen a few fish in the area, which is nice. England drew Denmark in the Euros, which is not great. So yeah, a bit of a downer. But on the plus side, I've got my coblet. I'm going to have controversial Hawaiian ham and pineapple. I know some people hate this one. I'm a bit partial to it now and again. So let me know what you think about an Hawaiian. Is it wrong? What's your favourite pizza? Let me know. But anyway, that's going to be cooking on there soon. And I'll wash that down with a nice can of Thatchers. But it's a lovely evening. Obviously, is it the longest night tonight? Longest day? Even? Is it the longest day today or is it the longest day tomorrow? I always get confused with summer solstice. So anyway, it's going to be I think it's today, longest day. And all the druids be round Stonehenge, and it's going to be round there tonight and tomorrow morning when they're all watching the sun come up. So anyway, hopefully we get some action, but if not, I'm going to enjoy my pizza and I'll catch up with you in a little while. Okay guys, pizza's cooked, just off the cob, and there it is. Look at that, it's lovely and crisp. Let's have a taste. It'll be hot. Fantastic, nice crispy bottom, absolutely perfection. I'll tell you what, this cob is brilliant, even just for cooking these cheap pizzas from the co-op. It tastes better than they do when you do them in the oven. So much better, but nice and crispy. You see how crispy it is, if I lift it up. It's not burnt underneath, look, it's perfect. So nice. Right, sun's going down, pizza in hand, beer in the other hand, a few knocks on the rods. I'm seeing a lot of fish out there showing all over the place. So fingers crossed, get time to eat this, and hopefully next time I see you, it'll be with a fish on the bank. Good morning guys. Well, it's been an uneventful night. I've had lots of twitchies, lots of knocks, twitchies, nothing, you know, little 1 or 2 bleeps. About half hour or so ago I had a stronger indication on my left hand rod. Bobbin went to the top, stayed there, but I didn't hit it because there was no action, no rod top knocking or anything. And I just eased the bobbin back down to where it was, so I'm putting it down as a liner. There's been lots of fizzing just close in front of me, and also in the early hours, just as it was getting light, something jumped literally straight in front of the rod tips, probably about, well, less than a rod length from my rod tips. So I was surprised it didn't catch all my lines, but yeah, something crashed out right in front of the swim. I've had a few fish in the night, and it's been one of those nights where just as you're drifting off, you get a bleep, it wakes you up, so you want to see what's going on, and then just as you start nodding off again, you get another bleep. So I've had some sleep, I know I've had some sleep, but not masses. What with all these little indications, I'm just hoping and praying that the baits are still on there. If you see previous sessions I've done on here, I've had trouble with, I don't know what it is, small fish or crays or something, taking the baits off or chewing the baits off. So hopefully they're still on. If I reel these in and the baits are gone, obviously I'll have a change of tactic, probably stick the cauldre wrap, shrink wrap around the boilies and do it that way again, which is what I've done before and it worked. It's just a little bit of a palaver. I'm hoping the hardened hookers will do the job. They are pretty tough boilies, and what I noticed before on the session is the pop up, because I'm using them like snowman style. So I've got a harder nooker bottom bait with a smaller pop-up acting like a little snowman, and the snowman wasn't touched previously. The pop-up wasn't touched. It's always the bottom bait that got chewed up, so we'll see what happens. What I will do in the meantime is have a look and see what the weather's going to be doing for the rest of the weekend. But it's a beautiful morning. It's a little bit chilly in the night, but it's a beautiful summer solstice morning. Yeah, sun's coming up nicely, nice mist on the water. Let's have a look and see what this weather's going to do. Okay, today we've got a sunny morning, a little bit of cloud later on, but not much. A bit of a westerly, southwesterly breeze going on, and then rain from 10 o'clock onwards to the early hours. Then tomorrow, westerly, cloudy morning, bit of sunshine hopefully, sunny afternoon, clear night, and then Sunday looks like thick cloud, a southwesterly. So yeah, I don't know if I'm looking up that time. I'm going to be leaving by 1 o'clock. So that's the forecast, guys. It's looking okay. Don't mind a bit of rain when you're in the bivvy, it's all good. It's always nice if you pack up in the dry, and that. Let's see what happens. That cloud on Sunday morning is looking a bit foreboding though. But anyway, hopefully one of these goes off. But in the meantime, I'm going to drink my tea and enjoy the morning. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well, you guys, it's just gone 10 o'clock and it is already scorching. Got my shades on, my cap. I've even got some sun cream on. Try and protect myself. I could feel it burning my arms. So yeah, it is very hot. But nothing to report on the rods. I did swap over the middle rod, which was the solid bag with the natural magic bean in it. I pulled that in. Bean's still sitting on there, happy as Larry. And so that's all right, that's good. That hadn't been chewed off or nibbled away or whatever. Put a fresh bag on. Now, the reason I pulled that one and changed that one is about a rod length and a half, 2 rod lengths off the bank on the other side. I kept seeing some fizzing going up and down. So I've pulled that rod back. I did use the bait boat, so I wanted to get it right where the fizzing was going on, as subtle as possible. Now, what happened, first time I've done it, a coot jumped on the back of the boat, caused a lot of commotion, and I couldn't see whether my rig had dropped properly. I didn't feel the bump, but anyway, I brought the boat back in, and it was still attached. It got caught up. I had to put another bag on and back out there. This time I put the plastic lid over the top to stop them getting at the bait inside, and put it out there, and that's been out there now for probably a couple of hours now. But again, it's very quiet. Still the odd bit of fizzing going on. The showing has slowed right down. Can't remember the last time I saw a fish show, at least a couple of hours ago. But yeah, definitely fizzing going on out there still in areas, but no one area. They're dotted around, little patches keep coming up here, there and everywhere. So there's fish in the area, whether they're carp, I'm not entirely sure. It could be tench or bream, I don't know. But there's fish out there feeding. The lake has filled up. I think now there's only one swim through on the lake now. In fact, the fella who's gone in next door, I've met him a few times. In fact, the first time we met, we bumped into each other in a petrol station, and he said, "Oh, you do videos, don't you?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, I watch them." So, and since then we've bumped into each other a couple of times. So, really nice fella. He's set up next door. He's down for the night. Like I say, only one swim through on the lake now, so hopefully the lines in the water don't put them off feeding, but gets them moving around. Gives everyone a fair chance then, I think. Anyway, I'm enjoying the rays, enjoying my cup of tea, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Watch you guys, about 1:30. I reeled in a little while ago, went to the shop, buy a few bits of terminal tackle, And when I pulled the rods in, the baits were still intact, they haven't been chewed up, so that's a good sign. So I know they're going to last at least 24 hours. I'm not using any solid bags this time, just going to go, you know, proper rigs and lead systems. Now the lead system, I'm trying something a bit different, and if it works I'll show you what it is, but I'm going to give it a chance. It's a little bit interesting, so I'll see how I get on with it. And that's one of the reasons I have to go up to the shop to get a few bits and pieces. Yeah, I'm getting the rigs ready now, put them out, and depending on what happens, they might be out all night, but we'll see. Hopefully we get a fish before then. But Nick next door, he's been getting liners since he's cast out. He's just landed a tiny little roach, so not what you want. Lads at the other end, the three guys that were here when I got here early, yesterday, they've had, I think they've had 3 fish between them. One's had 2 and one's had 1, up to about 15 pounds, so they're happy, which is good. So it's a good sign that they are feeding somewhere. Hopefully they get their heads down in front of me. I'm saying that, I'm sure they've been here. I've seen signs of them, I've seen them showing, and I've seen fizzing. It might just be the rig placement's not in the right spot, so we'll give it another go. I'm going to try a different spot on the right hand rod this time, but yeah, what I'll do first is I'll go around and put a bit of bait up by hand. Good evening guys, it's just coming up to 6 o'clock and it's been quiet. It's turned a bit chilly, that's the reason I've got the hoodie on. It was scorching earlier. Come back from the tackle shop, put the rods out, and not had a sniff since then. It's been very, very quiet. They're staying out now. Hopefully something picks them up before too long. But Nick next door had a small mirror, about a low double size mirror, lovely looking fish. So that gives me a bit of optimism, although it was milting in the on the ionoki mat, so it makes you wonder if they're thinking about spawning, and it could be the reason why the lake's fishing a bit harder than I've known it to. So yeah, the little excuse there coming out. I was a bit tired earlier, put my head down, thought I'd have 5 minutes kip, and 2 hours later here I am, absolutely zonked out. I told you I didn't sleep very well last night, and I think that's probably caught up with me. That and the cider I had lunchtime. So I just woke up from that, feeling a bit peckish, so I'm going to cook myself a paella. Like I said, I'm not putting the rods back out, I'm not freshening them up at all. I'm happy with them where they are. Just going to leave them and hope that they go off. So that's the state of play. I'm going to cook my paella and yeah, catch up with you as and when and if it happens. Let's have a look how this paella's doing. It's looking pretty damn good to me. It smells fantastic actually. I'm going to get that down me. With that, I'll see you in a little while. Good evening guys, 8:30. Still nothing to talk about on my rods. However, Nick next door had a lovely 29 pounder earlier, 29.12 in fact. Yeah, gorgeous fish. We've just been having a chat. It's just started to rain very gently, but we are forecast heavy rain tonight I think. But yeah, it's just started. But there's been a few showing out in front of us. Well, I say out in front of us because they're in front of Nick and in front of me. Lots of fish in the area. I don't know why I'm not getting any action though. So wait and see. Fingers crossed we get something. But yeah, I'm just going to have a beer. I'm going to get in the bivvy. I think it's actually stopped raining for the moment, but I'm going to get in the bivvy anyway. Keep dry and I'll catch up with you as and when and if it happens. Good morning. Again, I've got nothing to show you. It was a very quiet night. The only sort of, I've had a few knocks, nothing like it was the night before. A couple of quite savage liners on the left hand rod. But that is about it. It's been very quiet. We had a bit of rain in the night. Came down at times, but yeah, very misty morning this morning. Bit of fizzing going on, a few fish showing in the area, and the sun's trying to break through. So yes, not a bad morning. The wind's picking up again. It's been very still during the night. It's actually quite warm at times, but yeah, that wind's picking up, making it a bit chilly. So hopefully the sun gets through and warms it up a little bit for us. But I must admit, I'm feeling a bit despondent at the moment. I'm sort of not sure why it's not happening. The fish are out there. I'm just not having the bites. Nick next door had another one this morning, so he's had 3 fish, and yeah, he's getting liners all the time, whereas I mean, at the moment he's getting liners. I'm not getting nothing like that. So it's a bit odd. I'm racking my brains, wondering what to do. It's a tough one. I'm doing the same tactics I've used on here previously, same spots, etc. And where that's produced before, it's not happening this time. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I'll have to have a rethink. But in the meantime, I'll have a cup of tea and keep praying to the carp gods for one of these to go. But hey, yeah, tough session so far. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, so eventually we're off the mark. Middle rod, OG fish, hard looker, topped with a little bit of pink corn. I've tried a bit of pink corn for a change instead of a little pop up. From the open water near the pellet feeder, middle rod shot off. We've got this rather feisty. He's not happy. He's not happy at all. I think the other side's a better side. Let's try and get this side up first then. So there he is, 14 pound ghosty. Middle rod, shoot, shoot, shoot. Like I say, off the mark, we're not blanked. It's been a long time coming though, isn't it? It really has. But hey, put a smile on my face. Might not be a giant, but it's a pretty fish. And yeah, it gave a good account for itself as well. So, we're off the mark at last. Thanks mate. Right, let's show you the other side. I say the other side is the better side. I'm going to put some propolis on some of those marks he's got on the side I've just shown you. But yeah, let's try and get let's try again. Here we go. Just quickly, that's the better side. Shoot, 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 shoot. 14 pound on the nose, ghosty. I'm going to treat him and put him straight back. And I'll see you in a bit. Watch guys, just gone 1 o'clock and it's been absolutely gorgeous this morning. Clouds just come over, but up until now it's been red hot. I've been surrounded by almost every duck, goose, coot and everything on the lake has all just been residing in my swim for some reason. They've all just been chilling. The ducks have buggered off now, well, in fact they're coming over again. I've still got the geese here, but yeah, it's been a bit weird. It's been quite chilled. Just sitting there, we're all just keeping ourselves to ourselves. But I thought I'd take the opportunity to tie some more rigs up, get some fresh rigs made. I've just brought in the kettle so I can steam the shrink tube. So first rig up, it's my old usual sort of stiff hinged rig, doubled over rigidity. Now I've got some straightforward blowback rigs, silicone tube trapping the hair, a little kicker, shrink tube kicker, so I want to just shrink that down. For the night, the other rig I've got is just like I used the Calder D-rig kickers. I had that 14 pound ghost mirror earlier, which I've got to say I'm very happy with. I still want more, I'm not going to lie, but it would have been heartbreaking going home without a fish under the belt. So I'm happy to have that one and we can build on that hopefully. But regardless, I have caught, I haven't blanked. But it did take a long time. If I was doing 48 hours, it would have been last knockings to get that. We've still got another night, so we'll see what happens. But fingers crossed we'll get a chance. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'll see you in a little while. Okay guys, just coming up to 2:30. And we've had a bit of cloud, but then the sun's come through again. And I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to spawn some dog biscuit out in the area. So put the spawn rod up, put some biscuit in it, flicked it out. As I started reeling it in, middle rod started going. I thought, obviously I haven't touched the line, I don't know what's going on. And then I realised it was actually a take, but literally it must have happened pretty much as the spawn hit the water. The fish must have picked the bait up and started running. Yeah, so a really good fight. And I've got it right down here, under my feet, just about ready to net it, and ping, the hook fell out. Absolutely gutted. Yes, devastating. I saw the fish, and to be fair, if I hadn't seen it, I'd be even more devastated, because it felt like a good fish. It felt ploddy, it gave me a good pull, even at the first sort of, when I hooked it straight out there. Yeah, it didn't feel zigzaggy or, you know, jerky, like small fish often are. But when I got it in close, I could see it's a mirror. It was a nice amber, sort of brownish colour mirror, and got it right in, just about to net it, and the hook come out. Absolutely, I can't. Gotta laugh, haven't you? Gotta laugh. Hopefully it's not the last chance I'm going to have. Hopefully we'll get a chance of another, and hopefully something a bit bigger. You never know. Big red still out there to be caught. You never know. Stranger things have happened. That's the state of play. I put the rod back out, same spot. Now before this evening I will change the left and right hand rods. I think I might even put the right hand rod same sort of area as the middle rod, and have two rods out there in the open water. The left hand rod I actually pulled off the margin a bit for the day, but I'm thinking I might go back on, so at least got one on the margins and two in the open water, and fingers crossed we get more action. But I couldn't believe it. Watch guys, at the start of the video I mentioned about a new bit of tackle that I've come about. The regular viewers out there and the more observant of you probably already noticed what it is watching the video. It's the Delkim? It's the new Delkim TXIDs. Obviously I was using the Sonic SKXs, which I've used for a few years now, and they've been very good, very reliable, but I just fancied a change. When Delkims first came out, not the conversions that Del used to do, but the first actual Delkim alarm in the early 90s, I went out and got myself set as soon as I could, and I used those from the early 90s up till, well, COVID time, when I got the SKXs. And the only reason I swapped over is because those old Delkims, those, you know, knocking 30 years old, were letting in water and becoming unreliable. You know, I'd wake up in the morning in the rain and there'd be a bait runner clicking. The alarm would just be completely dead. I did send them back a couple of times to Delkim and got them fixed, but I thought, you know what, they're getting on a bit old in the tooth. Went to the Sonics, but I fancied a change again. On my last session when I went to Coking Farm, I came in the shop at Todber and asked them about any deals for the Delkims, and they told me the price. I nearly fell over. So I looked online to see about second hand, and I was still having trouble standing, seeing how much they was going for. And literally I came off of Facebook Marketplace and eBay and stuff like that, and a little advert came up on my phone from Capital Carp competitions saying you could win these tonight, and it was a set of Delkims. And I thought, you know what, it's worth a punt, in it to win it and all that. I bought a tenner's worth of tickets, forgot all about it, and then put my phone down that evening. Just before I went to bed, I thought I'd have a look at my phone to see if there any messages, see what's going on. And yeah, I got the message I'd won them. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, thanks to Mark Pictures and the team at Capital Carp Competitions. Thanks to them, I've got a new set of Delkims. It's very early days for me to give you a full review, and the fish just tops out right over my middle rod. Nice. So it's very early days to give you a review on them. There's a couple of things that niggle me about them compared to the SKXs, and I don't know if it's a deal breaker, but I'm going to try them for a bit more, and I'll give you my honest review about these, and maybe do a comparison with these to the Sonics, and you may be surprised what comes back. But at the moment, yeah, I'm happy with them. Like I say, a couple of things I would change if I could. Obviously I can't, but yeah, there's food for thought there, and like I say, I'm going to give them a go. I've got a feeling they're going to be more reliable than the Sonics. Don't ask me why, I don't know. I think there's a couple of times when I've reviewed my videos and I'm sure the bobbins have moved a bit before the indicator's gone off. And I like to think that Delkins is not going to happen with that. I like to think they know as soon as anything moves that Delkins should go off. And like I say, I'm a big fan of Delkins. I've used them for a long time and only recently went to the Sonics, but I'll come back to Delkins. And these are new design, and I'm hoping that the waterproofing on these is much better than what they were 30 odd years ago. So that's the new item of tackle. So a new set of Delkin TX IDs plus the receiver for £10. Get in. Happy days. Hopefully we get to hear a bit more of these, and we get some more carp on the bank. But until then, I'll see you in a bit. Good evening guys, just coming up to 8 o'clock. Not a lot to report. I've redone the rods, done all 3 rods. Left hand rod is going straight over to the far margin, nice and tight to the rashes. Middle and right hand rod are both fishing sort of the distance of the feeder, but over to the left into the open water. Well, I've had those 2 bites that I've had really. I've not got any rods down this margin at the moment. So 1 far margin and 2 in the open water towards the pellet feeder. I've had a couple of knocks since putting them out, and I've seen quite a few fish showing as well over the area of the two rods in the open water. It's promising. We'll see what happens. Now, I've just had my curry. It was a Charlie Bingham's, I think it was, chicken tikka masala. It was all right. I'll give it, yeah, it was a good curry. Took a while to cook because I think it's got raw ingredients in it, so I didn't mess around. Cooked it nice and slow on the Ridge Monkey. Had that with a cider, and now I've got to do the washing up. Have a bit of a tidy up in the bivvy, and yeah, hope one of these roars off again. I'm going to put the camera away for the evening now, unless anything happens. You'll probably see me in the morning, but fingers crossed you'll see me before then. Anyway, good night. Okay guys, it's 10:30, just getting dark. Well, it's pretty much dark now. I've just had this mirror. Not very big, about £12 or so. I'm not going to bother photographing or filming him. I'm going to put him straight back because he caught me over line and I've got to sort the mess out. So let's get him away. I'll see you in a minute. Watch guys, that's a crazy 10 minutes or so. Middle rod, had that little mirror that you saw in the net. Yeah, I knew it wasn't a big fish. Got it in close and it started going garrety. And yeah, managed to catch my left hand rod and ended up in all sorts of trouble. So I looked it in the net and sorted out a tangle, and then I wanted to get both the rods out as quick as possible, so let the fish go. Only about £12 mirror. Nice little fish, but yeah, not what we're after really. So I let that go. The left hand rod back out, and I was just putting the middle one in the boat to go back out, and my right hand rod's gone off. Had the fish on for about 45 seconds or so, and yeah, it didn't feel big, and then just ping and the hook came out. So yeah, bit of a shame, but yeah, mad little session that. Rod's all back out, and I've put them all in the same line where I've been getting the pickups from, so they're all in the open water, I've got none against the margins at the moment, so we'll see what happens. They're all just like in one big long line, and in the boat I put some pellet and a handful of boilies in each one. So hopefully there's a chance of another. But in the meantime, I'm going to tidy up the mess in the bivvy, get in the bag, and hopefully get woken up by the alarms again soon. Okay guys, another one in the net, and again he's caught me over line, so I've still got another 2 rods to sort out. Bit of a nightmare, but it literally not even 5 minutes after that last little chat I had, explaining what's going on, this one screamed off again on the middle rod. I've got a light on it. Yeah, I'd say it's about 14-15 pound. I'm going to let him straight back, get myself sorted, and get the light on it, get out of the shadow, and yeah, get him back, get the rod sorted, then I can relax. I'll see you in a bit. Well guys, it's about 12:30 now, and yeah, it's been a bit manic since 10:30. I had that fish I showed you, wiped the middle rod out, so I sorted the rods out, got them both back out. Then the right hand rod went off, lost that one. Then I've just done the bits of camera, and middle rod went off again, which was the one I showed you in the net, and again that caught the other line, so I had to sort both rods out. Absolute nightmare, but all back out again, so let's wait and see what happens. Bit of a manic spell. Anyway, I'll try and get my head down now, and I'll catch up with you as and when anything happens. Good morning everybody, it's 7 o'clock and it's already very warm. Looks like it's going to be a very warm day, but nothing else in the night. Obviously I had a bit of a chaotic spell from about 10:30 to about midnight. I had 2 small mirrors and I lost one, plus the fact both the fish I did catch caught up on the other rod, so I ended up having to do 2 rods 2 times, and plus the one I lost, so it was a bit of an hectic time getting it all fishing, untangling, resetting up. So sorry about the footage of the fish. I didn't even put them on the mat. I literally unhooked them in the net and let them go. But as you saw in the footage, which I took on my phone. But yeah, after that, it's gone a bit quiet. So there's a bit of fizzing going on out there still. So you never know, might still happen. But I'll be off in a few hours. And yeah, we'll see. We've still got a chance. It tends to be a bit of a morning, daytime water. Who knows? We could still get one before we go, hopefully. But we've caught. It's been a struggle, hasn't it? Anyway, we've still got a few hours. Try and get something a bit bigger. Let's see if we can. And I'll catch up with you and let you know as soon as anything happens. What's you guys? Well, I don't know what time it is, about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And yeah, left hand rod this time ran off. And it's this little bruiser. I ain't gonna weigh him, I'm gonna guess him. Might just be £10, I don't know. But it's a fish nonetheless. It could be the last fish of the session, so before I show you this one properly, it's got a couple of loose scales and marks on him. I'll put some treatment on in a minute, but he's not going to play ball. He's an angry little fella. He's already given me a soaking on the mat, splashing around. But there he is, little tiny one. Not what we're here for, but like I say, a bite's a bite, isn't it? On a morning like this, it's very welcome. It's very nice, lovely sunny day. He's milting actually. There's a bit of milk coming out of him. Maybe that's explaining why the session is going a bit slow. Could explain why he's so feisty as well. But there's the other side. Right, I'm going to treat him and put him straight back. But could be the last fish of the session. Hopefully not. Hopefully we've still got a chance of a biggie, but you'll be the first to know. I'll see you in a little while. Well guys, I was just about to start cooking breakfast. Literally put the stove on, left hand rod again, shot to the top, and a bit of a scrap this one, cutted right round to the left. I thought it was going to go in the rushes to my left. Managed to get it back, but yeah, a bit dogged. And it's a 19.5 pounder. Like I say, put up a scrap. So I'm not complaining. It's not the 20 pound. And 19.5, like I say. This is gorgeous. Yeah. OG fish, hardened hooker, topped with a little bit of orange fake corn on this one. And yeah, off it went on the slip D rig with the Calder D kickers. Yeah, proper nailed. I was worried after the fight that it was going to come out, but I needn't have worried, it was well in there. A forceps job to get it out, but yeah, here we go. 19.5 pound. Happy days. This could be the last fish of the session. So yeah, what a way to finish it. I'll show you the other side. So there you go, 19.5 pound, hard fighting willow bank mirror. Let's get him back. So guys, well, the end of the session. Biggest was that 19.5 pounder. All the gears packed up in the car. It's still in the car, unfortunately. I'm broken down. Clutch is gone. Gutted. So I'm stuck waiting for the AA to come and help me. Hopefully I'll be mobile by next week. Let's go fishing. Hopefully. Well, I might have to hire a car or something. Anyway, that's the end of the vlog. Until next time, hopefully next week, all being well. See you soon.